Okay, we're going to do a little troubleshooting today. Our Atari 2600 is acting a little wonky. It does not want to play games even after you put the cartridge in and it's all hooked up and ready to go, and you put the on button into the on position, but boom, and then it winks off. Well, then you do it again with another cartridge. This time, Les Invaders do space, and then boom, same thing. So we are going to troubleshoot this and figure out what is up with that Atari cartridge recessed socket. So here we go. The thing you want to do is disconnect the Atari, boom, and then flip the console over, and you'll see some screws down there. It'll be helpful to get your headlight on because we're going to take these screws out. You have a total of 4 of them. Boom, 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 and boom. And here we go. Alrighty, so we go ahead and begin taking them out. Here we go. And all right. It also helps if you have a magnetic tipped screwdriver. That way you don't lose the screws. Get off of there. Get off of there. Get off now. And then, okay. Well, the screws are off. And I went ahead and right side up the Atari 2600. Now you go ahead and you pinch the fascia of the console, and then the console fascia wants to lift up, and it lifts up. You'll see you have your vintage motherboard. Look at this. Wow, man, these big old giant capacitors in there, and look at that. You can actually color code those resistors back like it was 1979 all over again. Anyway, so we're going to figure out why that socket, cartridge socket, is not allowing us to have good connectivity. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and clean things up a little, and let's get started. Plug power back in, and I turned the TV back on, and we're going to go ahead and put Centipede, the cartridge, back in, put it into the socket, and we hit the, let me see, yeah, on is up. So go on, boom, and wait a second, it's working correctly. We don't have the same anomaly that we observed before. So I'm going to try that again real quick. Boom, out, put it in. And now, there we go. Okay, so it's not the receiver socket, it's something else. So since it's related to the TV display winking on and off, let's address either, oh, look at that. We just saw something. I wonder, oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, look at that. It's Troubleshooting. No. Wow, that's it. Yep. Okay, so we have the little plug-in adapter for the power. Looks like there is a loose connection. So let me turn it off. Let me go ahead and reset this. See if that makes a difference. Yes, it does. All right, so the issue is in that little socket for the adapter that powers the printed circuit board. So what we're going to do is we're going to put like a little strain relief boot on the bottom of this motherboard to take some of the strain off of it. And by doing that, we could actually lift the bottom of the PCB. And usually you can shim something like maybe a piece of foam or a piece of cardboard down there. And in this case, I find that a beer coaster works really well too. In this case, it's brought to you by the folks from Seven Devils Brewing in our neighboring town of Coos Bay, Oregon. So here we go. I'm going to put it down there, and this little buffer should work nicely. Let me see. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and button it up, and we're going to try it again. That's where the strain is being applied to on the socket adapter, and we want to move this in a way that it's not being stressed by the fascia assembly of the Atari. So that's why we're putting that buffer in there, that little shim, which is the beer coaster. And let's see, we are now buttoning up the console, and all of the screws now back in place, all 4 of them. And we are going to go ahead and place the console right side up again, and let's get our Atari cartridge ready here. Let's go ahead and plug in the power. All right. Okay. And it's going to work. Watch this. It's going to work just fine. Dude, how did I know? Okay. So, And now you will have hours and hours of enjoyment again. All we had to do is just take a little bit of strain off of that socket. I mean, it's been there for 40 years. So yes, that little guy he needed a little bit of strain relief, so we created our own little strain relief buffer. And man, we are ready to rock Atari all over again. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.